Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Popeye Goose here with another video. Today's video is going to be a car spawn slash glitch for beginners. This is obviously probably the cheapest of all the glitches that you'll find out there, in a sense that it's only street cars that you can get that are actually somewhat modified. They're not even fully modified, but they are the Sentinels. You'll see you can either get this yellow Sentinel or you get a blue Sentinel with a pink pearlescent on it. And I'll go ahead and explain where the location is. So what you're going to do is, on your map, you're going to be kind of in the center of the city, just a little bit to the left of the center Los Santos Customs, and you're going to be on the street that's to the right of Tinsel Towers, which is that office right there. You're going to basically go up 2 blocks until you get to the Tequila lot, and then you're going to take a left, and that's where that car will spawn. Now, some people say the car doesn't spawn for them, but I'm going to show you the steps on how I can get it to spawn every single time between the hours of 11 and 4 a.m. So you come up the hill, and you saw what I did right there. I just kind of stopped at that first parking lot and looked with my camera to the right. Then you come up the next block, and then there's a underground parking garage. Next thing I do is I take a really wide turn, almost like I'm going into the entrance of the Tequila lot, and then you'll usually notice that the third or fourth car in the row will be the Sentinel. And as I said, it's either the yellow Sentinel, which sells for just under 15,000, and then there is a blue Sentinel that sells for just under 18,000. The great thing about this glitch is you can also help out some friends if you want. As I got my friend here, Deadly Shep, I'm coming up getting some cars because he's having a little bit of a tough time trying to get the cars to spawn in. So I basically am doing it for him. Go ahead, he gets the cars. He can either go and sell them immediately, or he can go ahead and store them into one of his garages. So, as I said, the good thing about this, it doesn't matter what car you use. You can use a supercar, you can use an APC, you can use an oppressor. Basically, the biggest thing is you have to start, and I went a little too far right here, you have to start roughly at this intersection right here. And if you end up blowing by the parking lot and the parking garage, the car's not going to spawn for you. So again, I come up here, kind of slow down, turn my camera to the right side, and then I'll go up through this intersection. I'll come up to this next parking garage here. And sometimes I won't even turn my camera, but just to make sure, I'll always stop for a second, turn my camera, and then you see the dotted lines on the street right here. Usually I follow that path with my car on the left side, and usually always appears. This one, it kind of appeared a little bit later. I don't know if that had to do with me not taking a wide enough turn right before the Tequila La. But now you see I got the blue one here, and this one's a quick 18,000. It doesn't seem like a lot of money at first, but if you're a new player, you know, especially a low-level player, and you actually don't know about this, because I know there's a lot of people that I've seen on Facebook groups and some YouTube videos where people actually, you know, don't even really know this exists, and I get people asking questions all the time on Facebook, you know, in the groups that I'm a part of, like, how do I make some money, how do I do this? Obviously there's glitches, there's heists, but if you're a low level, you know, there's a tough way to really stack up some money, and this isn't going to make you a baller or anything, but, you know, technically between the hours of 11 and 4, you should be able to steal 4 to 5 cars, which with a value of minimum 15,000, you know, you're going to basically get yourself at least 65,000 for every day during the times of 11 p.m. and 4 a.m. in this game. And it's a great thing. You don't need anything, you don't need to buy anything, you don't need a friend to do it. And I know it's not these other car duplication glitches, but it basically is a glitch because you can't just come down the street from any other angle and get the car to spawn. You specifically have to go down that street that I pointed out on the map right to the right of Tinsel Towers. And I've noticed if you just speed up through that street, you know, the cars are not going to be there. You have to go ahead and stop at the parking lot and then kind of slow down at the parking garage and take a really wide turn once you take that left onto that street where Tequila La is. So in a way, it is a spawn glitch, or it is a car spawn that's just, you know, something that happens in the game. But you actually have to do a couple of steps to get it to show up. So it technically is a glitch. If you want to go ahead and call it the poor man's glitch, maybe that could be an accurate way. There's other glitches as well for a Sand King. I think the Sand King pays a little bit more, somewhere around 20,000, and I think possibly up to 27,000. I haven't done that one in a while. And there's also a Dubster glitch, which I don't own a Dubster. I haven't been able to do it, so I don't have a video of that one. I'll go ahead and release a video of me doing the Sand King glitch. There's a couple different locations in the map. There's one I think up in Paleto Bay, and there's up one in near Trevor's area, near the prison, in that area over there near the Los Santos Customs. So you can see, I mean, I usually have no problems at all as long as it's between 11 and 4. And I basically take that same path and I stop at the parking lot and turn my camera to the right and then slow down at the parking garage at the next block and take a wide turn onto the street with Tequila La. I keep thinking Tequila. Oh my god, I can't even talk. Tiki. But anyway, so for you new players, this is a perfect way that every day you can go ahead and get, you know, 60, 75,000 up to 80,000, you know, depending on if it's a combo of the blue ones or the yellow ones. So you figure if you play for a couple hours in a day, you know, you could technically get a minimum of 120,000 per day just with these cars if you have enough room in your garages to store them. So it doesn't matter if you have somebody in the car with you. You know, the only thing I did notice though is if you have another player on the street, kind of in front of the Tequila La or somewhere over there where the car would spawn, if he has sight on that area where the car spawns, there's a less likely chance that the car will actually spawn. So the best thing to do would either, if you're going to go ahead and do this, do it in a solo lobby, an invite only, or you could be in a public lobby. It doesn't really matter. Just know that if you have any other players kind of in this area where their camera will pick up where the car spawns, it's probably not going to happen for you. So try to get, you know, the timing right, that you can either, like I said, do it in one of the other lobbies, or if you're in a public lobby, just try and do it when nobody's around. So I think I'm going to go ahead and let this play out just so I can show you that you obviously are able to take the cars. You can go ahead and sell them. You can go ahead and store them in your garage. You can give them to a friend. You can take any car to go do this. It can be an APC. It can be a supercar. You can steal a street car. But you do have to be in a car. That's the one thing. You're not going to be able to get the timing of it down if you're on foot, so it won't work, because what will happen is you'll pull up to that intersection and that car would already got a green light and go through. Normally, if you do it right, you pull up to that intersection and those cars have a red light, so they're stopped, so it makes it easy. If you do it a little slower, they'll have a green light, and then you may possibly have to, you know, smash into the Sentinel to get the driver to stop so you can take it. I haven't had to chase anybody because I think once they get through that intersection, I think they kind of disappear. I haven't seen them anywhere down the street, like they turn somewhere. I usually only see them between the hours of 11 and 4, like I said, at the specific location, and as long as you take the steps that I've taken. So again, for any new players, this is a great chance to, you know, take an opportunity of this. You're not really glitching the game, you're not really doing too much, you're just following a certain path and kind of, you know, using a certain kind of timing to make these cars appear. So as you can see right now, I'm going to go ahead and sell this one here. As I mentioned, the yellow one sells for about 15,000, and I just went through to, you'll see when I come in the menu here, I just went through to see how many different customizations are on this car and why it's not more money, because I've actually customized one of these fully myself, and I think when I tried to sell it, it was somewhere around 130 to 180,000. So you'll see a lot of this stuff isn't fully customized. But either way, I hope you liked the video. I hope you newer players or people that didn't know about this, you can add it into your money making scheme throughout the day. Mix it with, you know, your businesses, sourcing cars, whatever you do. So appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm probably going to be doing some more uploads this weekend, and if not, also a live stream, since I got nothing else to do, because this is the first week I'm not hosting the Shark Card Playlist Challenge. So appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time.
I don't like this. Love 'em.